So yeah, season 11 phase 1 is about to end, and I just hit diamond before, um, I think around like a few days before it ended. I think 6 days or whatever. But like, as of uploading this video, I think the phase is about to end. I think because it's like 29 today, or yeah, it's 29. So it's probably gonna end tomorrow or something like that. But yeah, I was able to get diamond before the end of the first phase, which is much faster. I'm not sure how to describe it, but it's a much faster progression than what happened in season 10. Because if I remember correctly, I only had like around like 2 months left in the season when I hit diamond, so like that's like a whole phase faster than before. And I think it's more impressive because especially when it's in the start of the season, most of your top players are still within like the diamond range. So from my level, like the players I had to beat to reach diamond was definitely like a higher caliber level of players than the players I had to beat back in season 10 to reach diamond, if you know what I mean, right? So I'd imagine every person I had to like win against to reach diamond would basically be diamond 2 or something by the end of a season. So I think that just goes to show how much I've improved. Now before I continue talking about this run in particular is not the um Diamond 1 game. I think it would have been obvious if you just saw the start of the run because of the loading screen, right? But this run is not the Diamond run because unfortunately the exact game that took me to Diamond is not the most impressive run. If I'm gonna break it down, I think it's a 15-minute run, and it was a stables bastion where I died from trying to do double triple. So I basically had to do some kind of run back, and I don't think anybody wants to watch that. So I'm not uploading that run. Instead, what you're watching is actually my latest PB. I think my previous PB video was a 10:35, but that PB was a PB where I failed the zero, so that would have been sub 10. After that, I got like a 10:30 with a zero this time, but like more badly played. And now I have another PB, which is this one you're seeing right now, which is a 10:29. It's like a point 0.7 time save, and this one also has a zero, but like I think out of all of those three PBs, like none of them are clean because if you think about it, the 10:35 I had with no zero was a much faster run, like a higher quality run across the board, except I failed the end game. But the 10:30 and the 10:29 I just got have like a proper end game, but the rest of the run is just not as clean in comparison. So yeah, it's kind of disappointing in that case. Like I know it's quite possible I can get a sub 10. In fact, I do have a sub 10. Well, not in a real rank match, by the way. I think after like a few like matches of practice, like at the end of a session, I just randomly got a sub 10, and that's my first sub 10 ever. That's like kind of fully random according to the ranked filter. So yeah, I know I'm now I know I'm capable of like a sub 10, but it just hasn't happened yet in a ranked match. And it probably won't happen in a while because I'll probably explain that in a moment. But for now, let's get back to it. Getting diamond. What else can I talk about? Um, I want to say like a lot of it was flipping back and forth between Diamond 3 and Diamond 3, sorry, Emerald 3 and Emerald 2. Especially during the start of the season because I had a better start in the season. I think I peaked like 1473 during like somewhere in the start of the season. It's like 2 weeks into the season, which is like really fast. And I feel like if I was just a bit more consistent that day, I would have hit diamond like super early and would have been really impressive. But I think everyone just started playing again, and I faced off against like better players, and my elo just went down and whatever, right? So it did take me a bit longer to hit uh diamond, but it is what it is. It's still an improvement and all that, right? But I was struggling for a bit because I was flopping between Emerald 2 and 3, and I don't know what happened. I think it was more so just down to consistency issues again because sometimes I would just die to random stuff again, or just like a skill issue in general from me not practicing. And I think I lost 2 runs from trying to do zeros. But yeah, I think the biggest takeaway from like most of this grind to diamond is that I feel like a bit more comfortable going for zeros in real runs just because like I'm kind of going for it now almost every time in a real match. Mostly if it's like open. I don't usually do buried, but like if it has to like if I have to push it, then I probably will push for a buried zero. But yeah, I can say like for certain that I'm much more comfortable, and I think that's also just due to my practice like regimen. Not I don't have a regimen, but like before I start every session, not only do I just do zero practice, I also practice by creating creative worlds and using like the what's it called, the hotbar practice setup to basically practice the stronghold split all the way to the end game. So it just it kind of helped getting better at the stronghold now, but also simulating like real zeros in real runs as opposed to like zero practice where you're already in the end and whatever, right? So yeah. Now that I've hit diamond, the main goal right now is to actually practice again. Like it's been like a few days already since I fit diamond, and I haven't played a single ranked match. Um, More so just to like take a break for a bit because it was a bit of a grind. I was kind of like streaming every day, like around 4 hours every day, just to play ranked and to like get elo and stuff, and it was just flipping back and forth or whatever. So I'm kind of taking a break right now, but I'm not really just gonna take like a pure break, right? Like I'm taking a break in the sense that I'm gonna take like 2 weeks to actually have more intense, like more personal practice in like specific tech and stuff like that. I haven't done it yet because lately I haven't been feeling too well, so I've kind of just been playing private rooms and all that, just trying to get used to like pushing my pace. And I think in my practice runs, like my private room runs, it's actually a lot better than it was last time. Like when I used to practice, so it's like an improvement there, right? But I really do need to practice specific stuff. I do want to name some of them. Like for example, I do need to refamiliarize myself with some of the Bastion routes. I think for bridge, I have to practice DK auto funnel again because I've started doing that again because I really just don't like how I'm doing DK right now, especially when it comes to the trading hold, right? But more than that, I kind of want to refamiliarize myself with lava housing because I haven't encountered a lava housing, so I'm kind of rusty in terms of pulling off that route for real. And after watching playoffs grand finals and Infium doing that lava housing route, I just realized you can actually do lava housing without the other triple. So now I need to practice that as well, right? What else? I also need to practice or use more rebinds. I'm kind of figuring out how to use my search crafting more, especially for my bow and pickaxes, because I usually use the tool section of the book. But I think it's time I actually switch to actually search crafting for them specifically. Um, Also, I need to practice fast looting. I think my previous session in practice, I actually tried like purposefully going for fast looting every time, just so that I can familiarize myself. It still feels very jarring going for fast looting, but I feel like it's just rinse and repeat until you get used to it and whatever, right? So yeah. What else am I thinking of practicing? Bastion routes. I definitely need to practice all my stable shots. I need to practice a lot of stables, basically. There's a lot of variations when it comes to stables, and like, I do need to familiarize myself because I think during the grind, I end up dying to stables sometimes, and it's kind of dumb as hell, so I don't like it. One thing I also want to work on is my terrain nav. I'm really bad at terrain nav. I don't know what's up with it whenever I watch my own gameplay, but the terrain nav always looks so messy, and I don't think it helps the fact that my laptop just lags a lot when I'm streaming plus recording. So like the other day, I actually switched my setup by closing my browser because I usually have my browser open to read Twitch chat or whatever. But like it was lagging so bad, I just decided to close it, and for some reason it improved my performance by a lot. So I'm kind of hoping like I can practice more with that kind of like laptop performance, and hopefully I'm not nerfed that much anymore by um like hardware difference, but I don't really know. What else am I thinking of practicing? Um, I guess there's also zeros. I do need to practice more zeros. I mean, specifically, buried zeros, because when it comes to overhang, I've kind of memorized at this point what heights I'm comfortable doing. Basically, like if it's a specific tower, I'm kind of familiar at y height, like at which y height am I fast enough to get to, basically, right? But when it comes to buried zeros, it's more so like screw it, we ball kind of situation where I kind of just eyeball or guess what height I can go to, and like half of the time it just fails because I go to a y height that is not possible with my current speed. So I feel like going into practice, I should just like memorize which Y heights for specific buried spawns and whatever, and I should probably practice pro clipping more. I mean, recently I've figured out how to pro clip much better because usually I used to use the angle or whatever to get this precise pro clip, but nowadays I just look at the block and like know which part to look at to basically pro clip basically, right? What else? The zero's happening. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I need to practice portal break. For some reason, I just don't know how to portal break. So I think that's something I actually need to improve on. But yeah, I think I'll spend like 2 weeks like not playing for a while. Just playing private rooms just to push pace and to practice certain tech. And then after that, I think the general playing field will usually be a lot higher. So hopefully by the time I come back during like the second phase or whatever, like most of the players within my range used to be like Emerald 2, and like I don't have to try hard as much and I won't lose that much elo, so I get to keep my enjoyment or whatever. But elo doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But yeah, I think I'll just after this I'll just play the clip of me hitting diamond basically. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please. Let's fucking go! Let's go! Oh my god, let's freaking go, let's freaking go, let's freaking go. Oh my god, this is why you never give up. This is why you never give up. This is why you never give up. Let's go! Oh, let me remove that. Let's freaking go! Let's freaking go! This is why you never give up. Oh my goodness. Holy frick. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's a slop game, dude. I feel like I would have gotten like a sub 13 if I didn't die. Because that double triple would have done really well, dude. I would have left and like entered the fort like sub 5. Like, ah. Oh my goodness, dude. What is that? Did he die? I'm gonna see the replay.